How's it going, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another review. This time we are reviewing Der Samurai, which is a German film that hit the festival circuit last year in 2014 and is finally making its way onto DVD and Blu-ray for its wide release, courtesy of Artsploitation Films. This is their 16th release, and you can grab it on DVD and Blu-ray June 16th of this year. So this film follows Jacob, a German police officer who's living in this small German village where he's kind of patrolling around, and he's trying to deal with this wolf problem because this wolf is really sort of causing issues for the local residents. One day he receives a package in the mail, but it's not in his name and he's not really sure what to do with it. Later that night he receives a phone call from a mysterious person in which claims to be the rightful owner of the package. He then takes the package to this odd location where he finds a man in a dress who is talking very mysteriously, very weird. It's an odd situation. Eventually the man does get the package. Inside of the package is a katana, or a samurai sword, in which really freaks the policeman out. And you know, they must not carry guns in Germany, as you know, in small towns. I'm not really sure how that works, but he does not have a gun, and that's part of the plot element. So this transvestite begins to wreak havoc on this town. Meanwhile, the police officer Jacob has to try to follow him, catch and subdue and arrest him, while it's all this just cat and mouse type narrative with a samurai sword wielding transvestite. It's a very odd film. It's very unapologetic in its style, tone, and storytelling. You get the sense that the director just doesn't even want to let you know what's going on. It's just like, here's my movie, check it out. I'm gonna deliver it with some clever, interesting camera work, beautiful cinematography, lighting, locations, and I'm not really gonna tell you what it's about. It's just a crazy transvestite samurai sword wielding man rolling through the town with this police protagonist following him. I really don't even know how to tackle this one. It has this homoerotic undertone to it, which I feel like was probably a big part of the movie, but it just kind of left me lost and confused. There is not really much to talk about. It is just a straightforward guy chasing a samurai sword wielding transvestite, and that is pretty much it. It does have very beautiful cinematography. There's this one chase scene early on where the police officer has a flashlight and the transvestite is hopping around, and that was done really, really well. It was filmed really well. By the end of it, I'm not really sure what the hell it was about, and that was probably my biggest problem with this film. Is it just does not have much to it in terms of story. I don't get what the correlation and relationship was between the transvestite and this kind of vulnerable police officer, because he is this kind of vulnerable character. I don't know if it's some sort of pent up, repressed homosexuality that was kind of the big overall picture here. It could be hinted at that, but I'm not really sure. I will say that it was entertaining. I was enjoying the ride. I was waiting for it to all be like cleared up in the end, and the clouds to open up and the rain to go away and be like, oh, now I get it. But that never really happened. It kind of ends even more weird than I was expecting it to. Then I was even left more confused by the end, basically. So although it is fun, there's this weird sexual desire undertones going on here. It is very surreal, and I really like that about it. I love the locations and the shots of this small German village. I think that is the perfect setting for this film. I feel like the surrealness comes from the two characters that we're following seem like they're having their own thing going on, and the rest of the world has kind of stopped. That's kind of the feeling that I got in the film. Even though we do see other characters and things in the town, they seem very secondary to what's going on in this man's story. And I feel like that is like part of the surrealness of the film. So, The Samurai, not my favorite, but I did find it very entertaining, and it was well crafted in terms of a technical aspect of camera work and lighting and sound design and things like that. Story, it's all over the place, and it's really left for you to kind of interpret. I give it about a 6 out of 10. I do recommend checking it out. I feel like this film is for a specific audience, and I'm just slightly removed from that audience. So The Samurai is still worth a watch. It's just not really my cup of tea. See you guys next time with another review. Peace out.